Alright, welcome guys. Today I'm standing right here in front of Democracy Monument over by Koh San Road, and we're going to go on a little walking tour around Banglampu. And what that is, Banglampu is an area that's famous for the lampung tree, and that's got like where the fireflies love to get into. So anyway, we're going to go walk around and let's see what we see. So join me. Check this out. This is definitely interesting. So it has this little tiny alley that goes back. So let's see where it goes. So you never know what you'll see in Bangkok. It's just this little tiny alley and a mosque back there. This is kind of interesting. Believe it or not, down this little tiny narrow alleyway, there's a hotel here. So there's rooms for rent 24 hours a day. You can get room for 3 persons, 750 baht a night, or 1 double bed for 550 baht a night. It's pretty cheap for Bangkok. So this mosque, we had to come down a little alley to get here. But this is in Banglampu. So right next to the mosque is the madrasa, the little school. I have a cat looking at me from over there. What do you think, kitty kitty? Just want to make sure that we're not causing too much of a commotion. And another little cat here. Kitty 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 kitty. He's too tired. But this is the coolest little like set of alleys. Just go down these little narrow tiny alleyways and you see what you see. And narrow little alleyway kind of goes out into the street. So pretty cool old wooden Thai house. Some more of the Thai wooden buildings. What you doing, kitty kitty? Yeah. You want to be my buddy? You got some houses here. This is house number 50. And then 52 is right next to it. You can see the wooden buildings right between the mosque. I mean, how cool is this? It's just a little bit wider than your shoulders. Their houses are all right in here. They look like fairly nice houses though. And then a couple more. This cat is pestering me now. I know, kitty kitty. Where? You go this way? Okay, let's see what's down here. No, I don't have any chicken. Oh. Okay. This looks like somebody's house here. And then it keeps on going. This is the coolest little alley I've ever seen. It just winds all around. You got a wooden house here with this corrugated tin. And some bicycles and stuff. I have no idea where it goes. Just following it around. Okay, so it looks like that will go all the way out to the road. And this way, let's see where it goes. Some more kittens. This is like the cat alley. This maybe is just somebody's home. Yeah, that dead ends right there with a corrugated shack. And another little alleyway. So this is just like honeycombed out with these little tiny narrow sois. Another wooden style Thai house. Looks like they got some termites on the second story there. We better get that taken care of or else they may not have a house much longer. So this is one of the coolest things I've seen in a while. Just a little tiny alley. Got some cats fighting. Got us a cat fight going on. Oh, and he shimmied right up that cinder block wall. So they have some of these bricks here and a Thai style wooden house. And then right next to it is a shrine. And it's a shrine for people to donate to feed the cats. Another one of these little narrow alleyways. And Thai style wooden houses. This is really cool. Going down into people's houses there. And the corrugated wood. So part of the old city wall. Right here at Tanon Pra Suman and Tanon Pra Atiat, where the two roads come together. And then you can see an old style house up on the stilts. And this is a museum. And I guess inside this museum it has a printing press that dates back to Rama 5. So we're gonna see if we can get inside there and look. So this is pretty nice. This is a little tiny park right next to the old fort and the museum. And I think it's called Santi Chai Pakran Park. I took a picture of the sign and I'll put that on in the video. But it's right on the river. And then they have like a mural for the old traders. This is really nice. And then you can see Ramadan Bridge. I believe that one is Rama 9. Let's go out and see the walk. Okay, so here's the Chaopraya. It looks like Dock 13 right there. So what do we see? See the bridge. They're dredging part of the river over there. Okay, so they have this little thing closed off, which is a shame. It's a nice building. So I want to climb up there and look at the river from it, but it's okay. You can still see the river from the rest of the park. This is a great little space. I've been by this on the road, but I didn't even know this park existed. Really cool. And the backside of the fort has the little cannons facing the river. In case the Burmese come to attack again, I would assume that's what those fortifications were built for. Okay, so there again is Ramadan Bridge. And then it has this little courtyard. You can come and sit and relax under some shade trees. It's a little 360 back over towards the river. So that two-story red and green and white trimmed building is a little business. It looks way cool though. Okay, so this is up close to the city wall and the fort. Now this is one of 14 of the forts that are still remaining that were built by King Rama I to defend early Bangkok. So it's made of bricks coated with cement in an octagonal shape, and it faces towards the Banglampu Canal. So they got it to where you can't walk up there. You can just see it from down below. There's a gate up there as well as gates down here at street level keeping you out. But you can see the weapon slits, the little firing crosses right there, and it's all the way up top. And it's kind of interesting to see kind of those little moon-shaped things up on top of the wall. I guess that would provide some protection if you were standing up on the palisades, but it's just kind of a weird design. And you can see here, there's the gate. Very, very cool. Here's a nice way you can see how it's built. So they have the bricks, and then they have the stucco right on top of the bricks, and then they painted on top of it. So this is the new restored in 1959, and then this is what it looked like before. They have a little data plate here. So this is the old lime plaster. So that's what that is right there. Some more of that old building that's across the way from the fort. I really like the style of it with the wooden shutters, and the colors is really cool. Alright, so now let's go into the museum over here. Okay, so it's a little hard to tell because there's some stuff going on here, but this yellow and brown building is where they used to have the printing press, and they turned it into a school in like the 40s. And then on the back side over here is like an L-shaped like teak wood building, and it goes all the way way back there, and it's, from what it says, it's the oldest and largest wooden structure in Bangkok. So, they got something going on right here. This is down below. They have a little coffee shop here now, but you can see the wood. The condition is really nice. And, some wooden stairs. Looks like some ladies over here preparing some food. And the stairs are blocked off, so you can't go up there unless you're part of the staff. Looks like a couple of the old printing press things that they have underneath here. So inside here, it's pretty interesting. They talk about Protu-P, about the cholera epidemic. And they talk about Protu Samyod, which is the three gates. And then they talk about Protu Nok Yong. And when they were built. This is near Wat Po. So here's a map of the old city walls and the city gates. So it says that had 63 gates and had 16 giant units and small gates and topless doors of the walls, 47 units. Not sure what all that means. The nearest I can tell is it had 63 gates where people could come in and out of the city walls. And the museum is really nice. Most everything is just in Thai, but the building itself is pretty cool. And there was a couple little interactive displays and part of it with some English. So here's the backside of that little museum. Really a cool building. And this canal here was dug in the Buddhist calendar. It says right here 2460, so 105 years ago or so. And you can see the canal banks over there with some painting. And then it goes down into the canal, or the local community. And then on this side, here's the lock, and then the Chaopraya River is right on the other side. So let's go down into this little community. Starts out with a little gate and a school here. Okay, so Tanan Lampu. And I think what the lampu is that's the firefly. And there's a lampu tree that's famous in this area for being the last one that's still around. And that's what this whole region is named after. So we got invited to join this little Thai tour group, so let's follow them around and see what we see. So a pretty nice building. It's the Diarrhea Pranit Foundation. Some of the Thai style houses. And this is just right in the middle of the Banglampu community. And our little tour guide. Got a monk going out and about. And some of the street art on the side of this building. So I have an old wooden house here. And we came over and I painted these little cats on the wall for some reason. And right next to a giant tree. Steamed sticky rice and banana leaves. This is the tops of these buildings here in this temple. It's right down here by the Chaopraya River. Just a little soy here, and then right over there is the Ramadan Bridge and the Chaopraya River. And some of the old townhome type buildings. So they live up there and then they have their businesses down below or opens up to the street. Okay, so we wind our way back around over here to the river. So this looks like the Rama 8 pier. And for some reason, they're not letting anybody use the pier. I'm not really sure what that reason is. But they do have a piece of future board covering that hole, so that's safe. And Like an old wooden building here. Now it's just a place for people to come and sit underneath the awning and hang out, like this monk. All right, so this is a former school, but now it's a museum. And you can't go in there. They held some like royal artifacts and stuff. And they do a lot of stuff for Buddhism. But the building itself looks really cool. I really like the peach color with like the maroon shutters. And here's part of the city wall that they've renovated. And one of the gates to go outside of the wall. It's right here on Safanwan Chat. All right, guys, so that finishes up our little walking tour around this area of Banglampu. It's pretty fun. I've not seen a whole lot of this before. I've never just walked around down here. I've always just passed through on the motorcycle, so you just buzz right past and you don't really get to see any details. So it was pretty cool. It's pretty near Koh San Road, so if anybody is down in that area, just walk a little bit further to the south and towards the river, and you get to see all of this stuff. So if you like it, make sure you click like and subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed already, and share it with your friends. And if you want to leave me a comment, tell me what you think about some of the stuff you saw. If you like those little narrow alleys or whatever, tell me. And if you want me to do something else, tell me that also. And I'll try to make a video on that. Do the best I can. Anyway, guys, remember, life is a journey, so enjoy it.